All right. Now, there are many parents out there who can totally relate to this, or any guardian of any kind can totally relate to this. And what I'm speaking on is how the children nowadays are so caught up in video games. That's all they want to do. They don't want to go outside and play anymore. They don't want to do anything creative, read a book. Not all kids, but a lot of kids. And they just are just insane when it comes to video games. Even now, so the video games now are so interactive that they couldn't dare to tear away from a battle or whatever you call it in the middle of it. So they need to finish it up before they can put it down and come take out the trash. It's interesting. Now, although it may seem like a lot, I think that playing video games is actually a healthy thing to do, but you don't want to just overdo it. Like, moderation is key in pretty much everything. But for our kids today, they just don't want to hear it. Like, all they want to do, I told my son one time, hey, go to the park. And that's all you need to do. Just go to the park, and when you come back, then you can play some games. He literally went to the park and walked right back. And he was like, I went to the park. So that's how crazy it is. So because of that, I came up with a concept. The concept is the Circulating 40. So it's the Circulating 40 rule. So this is how it works. There's $40 involved in this, but don't worry about it. It's never going to leave your household, okay? But it's $40. And I need it to be in singles. So 40 single dollar bills, okay? So what you're going to do with that $40, you're going to break it up into 4. So you're going to break it up into $10 increments, okay? So your child, they really love playing video games, but at the same time, you know that playing video games too much, or even the fact that they watch other people play video games like on YouTube, doing that too much is not conducive to healthy mental stimulation when it comes to learning other aspects of life, right? It's got to be balanced. So you know that playing those games all the time is not good. So what you want them to do is be creative. So you give them an option. You say, okay, listen, I have $40 here. I'm going to break it up into $10 increments. And for everything, any project or anything that you do or create, show any type of creativity or just physical activity or any of that, then I will give you $10. And you can make up to $40. So you can do 4 different types of projects or physical activities. You can do up to 4 of them. You get $40. So they're like, oh, wow, okay, good. And you tell them, when you get that $40, you can use that $40 to buy your time for the video games or the YouTube watching video games, okay? So they're like, okay, so let's say your child, he wrote a short story, or he took his skateboard out for the afternoon, or maybe he read a really good book, or whatever. And so when they do those things, then you give them the $10 in increments of single $1 bills. Okay? Now let's just say your kid did 4 cool activities, and you gave him the 40 single $1 bills. Now, if he wants to play video games, he says, hey mom, I want to play some games. You're going to be like, okay, I'll sell you 2 hours of gaming time for $7 or whatever. So they're like, oh, okay, whatever. And they'll give the $7. They pay their 2 hours. And so that's what they'll do. If they want to play the games, they pay you. So that $40 is circulating, and that's why they need to be single dollar bills. And you set the time. Like, you might say, okay, well, $1 for 3 hours. I don't know, maybe you want them out of your hair for as long as possible or something like that. So so you set it. So you can set it in odd numbers, set it in odd, even. It doesn't matter. That's your business, but that's how you circulate it. Okay. So this is going to get them to being creative And it's also going to get them to understanding the power of the dollar, which the power of the dollar is not really that powerful, but that's all for a whole nother story or segment. Now, another thing that this is teaching your child is teaching them time currency. So that's a topic I'm going to talk about in just a moment. But just in this circle right here, the child is understanding that when he's being creative, he's earning. He's earning. When he's being creative, he's earning something. Gratification, joy, happiness, or in this case, that and cash compensation. So they used their creativity and they earned some money. Now, when they're playing those video games, they're not doing anything productive. They are wasting money. So they'll start to realize that, look, I'm paying this money and I'm just not even, I'm wasting a lot of time. You see? And they'll get that over time. It won't be overnight. But it will be some conditioning. And I think it is a really great way to make sure that your kids have balance. They have video game time, but yeah, they go outside, they play basketball, they draw, they grab a camera, they make videos, So anyway, so that's the Circulating 40.